Hi, this is Tisch Aitken, and it is Friday, May 10th, 2024. We are all still resonating from the new moon in Taurus, which is my favorite new moon of the year, that occurred on May 7th at 18 degrees of Taurus. This new moon is exalted. It loves being in Taurus. Venus is in its dignity, and it will be through May 23rd, which is the day of the full moon. Venus loves being in Taurus. It rules Taurus. It's very abundant. It employs all the five senses. It's very associated with nature and plants and living things, taking time to listen to beautiful music, to smell the flowers. If you don't have sinuses like I do, but even still, I love looking at them and seeing them. And I love fixing up my balcony. Mars is also in its home sign right now in Aries, and it can get fired up there, but it's in its domicile, the sign it rules. Very good for getting things done. Mars remains in Aries through June 9th. And then you have, last but not least, Neptune, which rules the sign of Pisces in its dignity at the final degree of the zodiac. That can be a challenging placement. I've discussed that a lot, and I will continue to discuss that. It's a fixed star known as Shiat, which can emphasize mental illness and depression and self undoing. But it also connects you very easily to dreams and spirituality. Neptune is in its dignity at a degree that encapsulates and is comprehensive of all the preceding signs, all the karmic lessons of the signs that precede the sign of Pisces. And there are 30 degrees to a sign. This is the final degree. 29 degrees is the final degree of a sign, and in this case, Pisces of the zodiac. It's an anaretic degree, but it's reminding us all to work with magic and dreams at a time where many people feel astray. Very strong Piscean themes. And I was talking about this to somebody yesterday, that we're in the new age of Aquarius, and Pluto, which is transformation, bringing big mass change, is newly in the sign of Aquarius, where it will be the next 19 years. But the first leg of the tour, the first couple of years, is very influenced and shadowed by the fact that Saturn and Neptune are co-present in the sign of Pisces, which has not happened since 1848. And they are going to get closer next spring in 2025. That could be bringing and dissolving, could be dissolving many structures in our lives. It's going more with the flow. The last time they were together was the beginning of the gold rush in 1848. A lot of people lost money during that time pursuing dreams. They were going after something in desperation. Some became very rich, but the idea is not to give up on dreams. I'm not saying it's like a fool's rush, but it's being grounded, because a lot of us will feel like there's not a lot of grounding. Jupiter, the grand benefic, which also rules Pisces, it's one of the rulers in ancient astrology. Jupiter is going to change signs at the end of this month and enter the sign of Gemini on May 25th, which, where it's technically in its detriment, is very abundant and fertile right now. Another reason we all want to work with the magic, even if the dreams feel unobtainable. Reframe your thinking. Right now, the moon is in Gemini, giving a foreshadowing of Jupiter in Gemini, which is right around the corner. There are no planets, no personal planets in Gemini at the moment for which the moon can meet up with. But regardless, it's giving us a preview. The moon will go void tonight tonight at 9:49 p.m. with a square to Neptune. What does Neptune rule? Pisces. Jupiter in Gemini is going to bring a lot of options to get involved in your local community, in neighborhood activities, in finding, connections, networking, getting more involved locally, because a lot of people, again, have felt very alienated, supporting small businesses, upgrading your skills with learning, taking workshops and classes the new age of Aquarius. This is very much time to up level your skills with technology. But the Saturn and Neptune story is also about depression and about addiction and mental illness and people finding like they don't have a way to achieve their creativity. Right now, we're in a very creative time. Taurus season is ruled by Venus. Venus rules the sign of Taurus, and it's in Taurus right now. Beautiful. Jupiter met up with Uranus, expanding both the chaos and brilliance. That happened on April 20th at I can't even remember, at 19 degrees and 50 minutes of the sign of Taurus, close to where this new moon just occurred. Use the magic, but Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It can feel scary. Do more manifesting right now with the Taurus season. Go into nature, go to the ocean, go take a walk, take a hike, and I don't mean it in a sarcastic way. Go look at the trees, plant your feet on the earth, get your own plants, nurture your garden. And then the moon enters Cancer tonight at 11:13 p.m. It will go void early on Monday morning. Now, in contrast to the moon in Gemini, which squares Neptune, where we have a lot of good ideas, but again, it could feel very scattered. Moon forms a trine, a very flow of energy to Neptune Monday morning, and then the moon will enter Leo afterwards, early on Monday. But the sun meets up with Uranus in Taurus on Monday at 5:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. One lesson about Uranus: that's the great awakener, the planet of surprise, shocks, and brilliance. We feel it before it's exact. So we're going to start feeling it Saturday, definitely Sunday. There could be sudden twists and turns in a good way. There could be some more upending or disruptive events as well. With Uranus, expect the unexpected. And somebody pointed out to me yesterday, which is true, there's solar storms today, so there could be an intensity, but work with the magic. Take it easy. Taurus season is about slowing down and focusing on one or two things. I talk very quickly. I'm not somebody that does that so much, but it really is trying to focus, not having so many windows open on the computer, because pretty soon with Jupiter and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius and all the other energy, there'll be many windows open on the computer. I wish you a lot of luck. I appreciate if you share and subscribe and like my stuff. I'm working with the magic and I hope you do too. Neptune is the dream. Take care.